An update tonight, more than a month since an 8-year-old Iowa boy was killed when a statue fell on top of him at the Arizona Biltmore Resort. Fox 10 taking this video today confirming that those statues have been removed, taken down. Last week, police provided an update on the case saying 8-year-old Luke Lynette was climbing on the statue when it toppled, crushing the little boy.
I want to get to a news alert tonight. Police say 2 people have been found shot to death inside a Phoenix apartment.
Yeah, this just into our newsroom. A toddler was also injured, though it's unclear how. Our Nicole Christine is on the scene for us. Nicole rushed out there. What have you learned so far?
Well, hey, Brian and Ashley. First of all, what a sad night. We went from one fatal shooting to another, and this one involving a child. Now, we are here outside of the apartment complex where this allegedly took place, inside one of the units. You can see the Phoenix police units behind me. There are several more inside. We were not able to access the apartment complex itself, but we do know that there are active scenes inside. And as you said, a man and a woman found dead inside of an apartment, and a child, a toddler. They were injured but alert and crying. They were taken to a hospital for further treatment. Hopefully they're going to be okay. Did not say anything about any extent of the toddler's injuries, but we do know that a man and a woman were found dead inside of the apartment. So some really sad news as we round out the weekend here. And we will tell you that there was a man who was inside the apartment complex. We believe he was a worker of some sort, and he did give us a little bit of information over the phone saying that he heard some shots being fired. So we don't know exactly when this happened tonight, but we do know that there was a potential person who was there potentially collecting trash. I think he works in the complex, and he did tell us over the phone that he heard some yelling and then potentially some shots fired. We still need to collect confirmation on all of that, but we do know that it sounds like 2 people inside were dead, a child injured, sent to the hospital. No word of anyone else inside of the apartment unit, and police are expecting to give some more information tomorrow once they're able to investigate. Investigators already on the scene here, though, but overall, like I said at the beginning, going from one fatal shooting to another, just a really sad night here in Phoenix, and our thoughts go out to everyone who is involved. Hopefully this child can make a full recovery.
All right, Nicole Christine live on the scene tonight. Nicole, appreciate the hustle tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
New at 9 tonight, paving the way for more housing in Arizona.
There's a new statewide law that allows casitas to be built on single-family lots in cities with more than 75,000 people. Fox 10's Lindsay Regis joins us live with more details on that. Lindsay.
John and Christina, the new law went into effect January 1st. We spoke with a local business owner who specializes in casitas, who says he has customers who have been waiting for this moment.
It's meant such a great deal to us, to my family.
The city of Phoenix's latest ordinance on building casitas in backyards is allowing widow Diane Bain to stay close to her son and daughter-in-law.
And as I get older, I'm 83, it would be very good to have them close, and they would feel better knowing I'm safe and all that.
The idea of building a casita in her Phoenix backyard was first shut down due to the city ordinance.
We looked into building the casita and found that it could only be 900 square feet, and it was so tiny that I couldn't have room for a little bedroom and bathroom for a caregiver, and that was part of the whole point.
The new ordinance has fewer restrictions, allowing her to build the casita she wanted without having to move.
We could build a really gracious sized casita, and I could have my mineral collection and my plants, my cactus and succulents. I could host my book club.
The state's new casitas law loosens restrictions for all Arizona cities with a population greater than 75,000.
That is fabulous, and it seems like, why hadn't it been done earlier? I have no idea, but if it's being done now, it will make such a difference in people's lives for the better.
Jeff Felt owns Arizona Casita Builders.
They've made it to where the setbacks are a lot closer, right? So we can get to 3 to 5 feet of the wall typically now, so it makes it a lot different.
He says the previous law limited areas he could build in, but with the new ADU law, it allows more lot coverage.
We have a lot of people in our queue that were actually waiting for the new laws to change. So actually, we just got a few sales this past week just because of it. So.
Felt says the need for casitas are increasing.
The cost of homes in Arizona has gone up substantially, so this is another way. So they save on land costs, right, because they're able to build on the existing property, so it saves people money.
We asked Jeff if customers are purchasing the casitas for family or to rent it out. He says it's about 60-40. 60% plan to have family live there, 40% plan to rent it out to make extra money. Reporting live, Lindsay Regis, Fox 10 News.
We're learning more about a murder-suicide that happened in the West Valley. Police say Andrew Corona shot his wife Ashley and their son before turning the gun on himself.
Fortunately, that little boy is expected to be okay. Fox 10's Nicole Christine broke this story on Sunday night and has more now on what she has learned after meeting Ashley's family.
The list of things Rudy Lopez Jr. says he'll miss about his sister Ashley is endless.
Her laugh, her smile, just her energy all together.
Ashley was a natural performer, and her and the other 3 Lopez siblings were known for performing at get-togethers and other events as L4.
Me and my siblings, we all got together, lined up in front of everybody and put on, New Edition or whoever it was, we just performed music together.
To Ashley, family was everything, and Rudy says she often hid her own struggles and emotions.
She put her family first. She checked on us, made sure we're okay, and no matter what she was going through, behind closed doors, whatever, she always wanted to make sure we were okay.
And above all, Ashley loved her son Maverick, known as Baby Mavi by the family.
And he's honestly like spitting image of her. Everything come down to like dancing, his personality, you could see it in him.
Ashley's family says Maverick is recovering in the hospital, and they're hoping to have him home next week.
It is a big transition for him going from, 2 parents and having this, situation happen. But I know our side of the family is going to be there the best that we can, and I know he'll get the same support from the other side of the family, but I can speak on our family to make sure that he's going to be well taken care of.
And Rudy says he wants this pain to translate to advocacy for domestic violence and gun violence.
It's way too high of a risk at this point. It could be as simple as a little fight, and I don't wish this on anybody.
Nicole Christine reporting, and we have more information on how you can help the baby on our website. We also want to share the National Domestic Violence Hotline number. It's 800-799-7233. You can also text BEGIN to 88788.
We've got a debate brewing online after a 9-year-old girl got a tattoo at a shop in Yuma.
It's legal in Arizona to tattoo a minor with parental consent, but people are criticizing the tattoo shop, saying 9 is too young to get a tattoo. Last year, the girl went into Black Onyx Empire Tattoo asking for a portrait of Donald Trump on her neck. Oh, man. The artist and the owner of the shop, who goes by Sosa, says he convinced the girl to get a tattoo of the American flag instead and told her if she still wanted the Trump tattoo to come back in a year.
Oh, so 10 years old is okay.
Well, he thought he'd push it off. She'd change her mind.
Okay, so now 10 years old, the girl came back and changed her mind about the Trump portrait, but she did get her American flag tattooed, touched up. We spoke to Sosa today, who says just because it's legal doesn't mean that he thinks it's right.
There should be laws and regulations and limiting of ages in order to do these procedures. I think there should be a law that should be created. But that, like everybody's opinion, a lot of people think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I agree.
Now, this is interesting. Sosa told us that he tried to scare the girl and her family away by overcharging hundreds of dollars, but they jumped on the price anyway. He also says the girl and her family are refugees from Turkey, and they brought her here from out of state to get that tattoo. They must love America.
Yeah, they must. Well, that makes sense, but I don't know. I mean, to each their own. For me personally, no. My kid is not getting a tattoo at 9, but that's just my opinion.
The perfect baby? No tattoo?
No, my mother would have killed me if I got a tattoo at 9.
I know.
That's just how I was raised, but who knows? Everyone has their own opinions, and you're entitled to it.
Our top story, a deadly crash at a construction site in Cave Creek. It happened Saturday in a neighborhood near Sonoran Desert Drive. This is near Cave Creek Road.
And officials say an 18-year-old worker was driving a water truck when it rolled. Fox 10's Lindsay Regis joins us live tonight with the latest on the investigation and more on what happened. Lindsay.
Yeah, Phoenix police say 18-year-old Omar Alonzo was driving a water truck when he crashed, was ejected from the truck, and later died from his injuries. Another construction worker found him and called 911. An accidental death on a Taylor Morrison construction site in North Phoenix.
These are construction sites. They have their own types of set of rules, safety, and that's usually the thing you always have to harp on is safety.
On Saturday, 18-year-old Omar Marino Alonzo was operating a Universal Group water truck on the property near Sonoran Desert Drive and 7th Street. Just before 2 p.m., Phoenix police got a call from a construction worker who found Alonzo on the ground.
Based on what they have, it looks like the truck was occupied by the driver. It was just finished filling up the tank. It was heading downhill when the vehicle lost control and rolled over.
That's when the driver was thrown from the truck and was killed. This happened at the Verdon Master Plan community by Taylor Morrison. The developer sent this statement to Fox 10 about Alonzo's death. We are deeply saddened by the fatality of a contractor that happened over the weekend at one of our construction sites, and our thoughts are with their family. Our team is working closely with local law enforcement to help navigate any questions regarding this incident. We called the owner of the Universal Group. He answered our call, but said no comment when asked about the death of one of his employees.
As far as if he was wearing any type of restraint device, that'll be determined at the conclusion of the investigation.
Phoenix police say it appears speed was a factor in this crash. However, this is an ongoing investigation. Reporting live, Lindsay Regis, Fox 10 News.
Lindsay, thanks.
A woman is found shot at a North Phoenix mall today. Police found the victim today near Tatum Boulevard and Rose Garden Lane, and she was suffering from a gunshot wound and was rushed to the hospital. The area was shut down for the police investigation. They have not released a suspect description or details about what led up to the shooting.
Big drug bust. This is in northern Arizona. State troopers there seizing more than 550 pounds of cocaine. Happened during a traffic stop right on the I-40. DPS troopers pulled over a driver of a tractor trailer near Holbrook for traffic violations. During that stop, DPS says troopers became suspicious. A search later turned up more than 500 pounds of cocaine hidden in produce. Investigators say the drugs had a street value anywhere from $16 to $22 million.
2 Girl Scout cookies will be discontinued after this season. Girl Scouts will stop selling the s'mores and the Toast Yay cookies. The organization did not give a reason for the retirement of the 2 flavors, but it does have a history of changing things up. The much anticipated annual cookie drive has faced its own battle with inflation, and the price of a box could be as much as $7 now.
The NFL has just announced that Monday's wild card game between the Minnesota Vikings and the LA Rams will not be played in LA. Instead, that game will be moved here to State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The league says that decision is in the interest of public safety. Those tickets will go on sale to the public tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Arizona time.